Well, all right, you guys, it is time for what I'm hoping is going to be a drama-free, stress-free, relaxing, yet still super terrific, awesome, exciting episode of Trail Camera Pickup. Today is Saturday, July the 23rd. And you guys know that over the years of me doing these trail camera pickup videos, I've had my share of drama, from hurricanes to prescribed burns to floods, bear attacks, and having my camera stolen. But this past week was by far the worst case of trail camera drama that I've ever experienced. I was at work last Friday and I received a phone call from a Palm Beach County deputy that said that they found one of my trail cameras up in the Palm Beach County natural area, and he said that they were seizing the camera and using it as evidence. They were opening up a case with the Environmental Resource Management, and that I had to meet with them to review the case, and they were going to decide whether they were going to give my camera back or not. So I'm not going to reveal too much about that now, because I do plan on making an entire video of that whole scenario. It did end up okay. I did get my camera back, but I was also informed that they don't want me putting trail cameras up in those Palm Beach County natural areas anymore, which is probably the most disappointing part of this whole scenario. So out here today in Big Cypress National Preserve, just trying to forget that week. I'm here today to pick up a camera that has been out since January the 15th, I think. So I have checked it a few times, and I know I got a lot of good action so far with some bears and some panthers. So I do have 3 or 4 ghost orchid flowers that I'm expecting to find today, so that's going to be good. I'm also going to deploy a camera on Brookback Trail, so that always makes me happy. So I'm just gonna spend the day out here in Big Cypress looking for some ghost orchids and whatever else I can find, and then we'll pick up this camera on the way out of here and we'll see what we get. Oh no. Oh. All right, guys, once I get into this water here and I get into those cypress trees, I'm gonna be in knee-deep water for the rest of the day. So before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and take a little break here, and I'm going to try to fulfill a promise that I made to a company that I think went above and beyond to help me out. You guys might remember in my last video, I debuted my new rainbow trout fish light fish and lure keychain. I told you that I lost my red-headed fish and lure keychain. That's the one that my sister gave me for Christmas years and years ago. That's the keychain that's been with me ever since my very first trail camera pickup video that I posted on YouTube back in 2016. That keychain's been in my backpack every step of the way in here in the swamp, so it was pretty devastating when I lost it. But I did have the box that fish light fish and lure keychain came in, and I saw on it here, Retro 1951. So I Googled it, and I found that that's a company in Texas that sells fine writing instruments and some other things. So I gave him a call one morning and I said, "This is going to be the strangest phone call that you've had today." I told him who I was and what I do and what I was looking for, and the girl was not familiar with the fishing lure keychains, but she said, "Email me a couple of pictures and I will ask around the office and see if anybody is familiar with it." So I grabbed a couple of pictures of my keychain from some of my videos, and I sent him a couple pictures, and I got an email back from someone that says, "Wow, they haven't sold those since the early 2000s, I think." So he did say that they have one that they use for closet keys in their office, and that if I wanted it, that they would send it to me. So I said that I couldn't thank them enough. I would definitely mention them in my next video. And sure enough, a few days later, I got this rainbow trout fish light fish and lure keychain in the mail, along with a couple of other items. This is the guy's business card here, Jeff Velker, retro51.com. That's their website. It's a pretty cool website. They just have a lot of retro items, a lot of pens, mechanical pencils, and some other things. So if you guys have any kids or grandkids that are getting ready to go back to school or start college, you might check them out, maybe get them a nice pen and pencil set with their name on it. Got a couple of stickers there, and then this really nice card that says, "Greetings from Retro 1951." It says, "Hey Tim, hope you enjoy your new keychain. I hope you can make some more great memories with it. We thought your keychain would look great with a new pen. Thank you, Retro 1951. And sure enough, they did also include a sweet twist barrel pen with my name on it. So that is super cool. Can't thank them enough for that. Again, retro51.com is their website. Check them out. Tell them Tim the trail camera guy sent you. But I am going to go ahead and be sure I put this one in a zippered pocket in my backpack so I don't lose it. But again, thank you, retro51.com. Go check them out, you guys. I just checked this trail camera right here. This is the camera that I put out the day that I lost my keys. So this is the last spot that I could have or should have had the keys when I put that camera on the tree there back on May the 22nd. I've been back here a few times since then, and I remember sitting right here on this log, and this is where I put my backpack and everything. This was all dry right here then, and I was sitting on this log here, and I had my backpack right here. So I was thinking, hoping that I was going to come here and find the keys, you know, at the bottom of that little stump or somewhere here where I had all of my junk. But with this water here, it's really impossible to find anything. So I'm going to have to wait until this water goes down, which probably isn't going to be until next spring. I did just check that camera and had a bear and a bunch of big bucks walking through here. So even though the water is up, I'm still getting a lot of good animal videos. So I'm just going to leave that camera there for another month or two, and that'll probably be my next trail camera pickup episode down here from the swamp. So I don't know. I got my track on my GPS here. You can see that red line was the track that I used coming in and coming out the day that I lost my keys. So if the keychain was still dangling out of that lock, it could have got snagged on one of these branches or vines and, you know, got pulled out and is laying here on the ground. But until this water goes away, there's really no sense of looking for it anymore. But at least I got that track. That red line is me coming in and going out, so I can follow that line around and just keep looking. But we'll be back when the water goes down. Coming into the spot here where I was expecting a couple of ghost orchids, and I was not disappointed. You guys might recognize that one. That's the one I call the late bloomer that always has the last flower of the year, usually in September. Today is July the 23rd, so it's pretty early, and they do have multiple flowers sometimes, and it's not this one here that's the late bloomer. It's that little spike that you see coming out behind that main flower right there. So if that flower doesn't get pollinated, it'll probably fall off, and then that little spike that you see behind it there will develop into the flower that probably will be blooming in late August or maybe September. This little guy up here is really small, but it has another spike coming out behind it as well. So these are always one of the prettiest flowers of the year. Glad I came down here to get it. So I'm going to get some pictures and video of that guy. Well, that's one of my favorite ghost orchids right there for sure. I put the trail camera in my GPS and it looks like we got 0.29 miles right through the swamp here. So it's only 12:45 and at 0.29 miles to get to this camera. So there is a possibility that I might come across another ghost orchid or two, kind of like this one right here. But that one doesn't have a flower. So we've got 0.29 miles, walk through here. I'm not hoping that I don't see another ghost orchid, but I wouldn't mind getting out of here early today because it's super hot and I can hear some thunder in the distance. I just got not bitten by an alligator, but right over there you see that water. Okay, he's over there. That's a huge gator. I was walking right here and you can see where my tripod is. I don't know if I stepped on him or what, but I just, look at that thing. I was walking right here and something just popped up out of the water. I thought it was a stick or a log. Happens all the time, but I saw the pattern on his back and I just jumped and dove this way and I heard him snap and hit the tripod. I don't know if there's any damage to it, but damn it, man. That's the first time that's happened to me. I've seen him in the water before, but look at him. You can see the water moving over there by that log. I mean, I've seen probably that one in here before too. I mean, there's a 10 or 12 footer that lives in here in the middle. Holy crap. Oh my God. He definitely hit my tripod. Damn it. Let that happen before. Oh my God. I could be dead right now. Damn it, man. Alright guys, I'm sorry if I just ruined this trail camera pickup episode, but that was about 10 minutes ago that happened, and I've walked away in a different area. Had time to think about what had just happened to me. Sorry. I don't know what, I mean, I know what happened, but I think it was the fact that water was totally covered with that duckweed or whatever that stuff is on the surface. You can't see into the water. I was just walking along, and all the time when you're walking in here, you'll step on a log like this and it'll rise up out of the water and it scares the crap out of you. And I thought that's what it was at first, but it took me about half a second to see the pattern on his back and his tail. And I mean, his head had to be right at my feet, and I walked away. Like when I picked the tripod up back there, didn't notice it, but when I got here, you can see my carbon fiber tripod is totally smushed. This leg here, and I noticed one of the other legs was crushed in as well right here, and there's some chips taken out of it. So I mean, I was holding this like this and using it kind of as a stick. Maybe that's what happened. I could have poked him underwater, but when I saw him rise up like that, I just dove this way in the opposite direction, dropped the tripod, and I heard a smack like that, and I thought it was maybe just his body when he took off that way, but now looking at this, the tripod is ruined, but I guess it probably could have saved my life. So maybe Manfrotto, if you're watching this, I could use a new carbon fiber tripod, but damn it, man. I can't be paranoid to not come back down here anymore, but that was the worst experience I think I've ever had in my life. So all I can do now is just try to get out of here, let's get this camera and go home. All right, you guys, fast forward about half an hour or so. Let's get out of this water. The camera's about 100 yards or so in on this trail here. I don't know, I still haven't got all my faculties back yet, so sorry I'm not gonna be my jovial self here at the camera, but I'll talk more about it after I show you guys the videos. Here's my spot right here. Here's the camera. One interesting thing about this camera here is you can see I have the Browning solar panel hooked up to it, and that has worked great. It's got, I think, 6 rechargeable batteries inside there, and the solar panel keeps it charged up 100%, and then you have that plugged into the camera there. We'll go ahead and we'll take this SD card home and put them on the computer and see what we get. Alright, so far so good. A lot of big old bears in here and deer. The solar panel's working great. Battery says 100%. So I'm just going to leave you here. I'll be back and pick you up in a month or two. Good luck. What's up, you guys? How you doing? A couple weeks ago when I was here, it was all dry. Now we had a tropical storm depression yesterday come through here. I was in knee-deep water walking along the trail, so I'm not sure how much longer I'm gonna keep the camera here. We'll check it. Hopefully it's working. Hey, buddy. This is a mistake, you guys. $4:56 and I'm just getting out here. That was dumb. I don't know, only a couple of videos since I was here 2 weeks ago. I think it has something to do with the water being so high over there, is up past my knees. It's pretty dry, upland pine trees over this way. So there still should be some critters walking through here. So I'm just going to leave you here, come back and check you in a couple weeks. Good luck. Well, that ended up being a pretty good spot, even though it took quite a long time to get enough videos to put together a trail camera pickup episode. You know, I started this video this morning talking about all the trail camera drama that I've had over the years, and I guess nothing can top what just happened to me. I still can't believe that, looking at this tripod, that it just smashed this carbon fiber tube. It's got all splinters, so it's definitely ruined. You can see that's a tooth mark right there, and you can, this is the other leg that is smushed, I can push it in with my fingers, but that's a tooth mark right in there. And this one here is totally smashed. So being that, I don't know if it was still in my hand when I heard the smack, I just did a 180 through the tripod and dove, and swimming. I was on top of the water when that thing, and I mean, you don't know if it's coming after you or what. I was just waiting for something to snap down on my leg, and I guess that would have been all she wrote at that point. But I have seen that gator before in there. He was in that hole there in the middle of that slough. And monster gators right there. Anyway, I do appreciate you guys watching my videos and commenting. Really makes me feel good. It makes me want to come out here and keep doing this stuff. But I just ask now that you watch the commercials, because I'm going to have to get a new tripod, and that's about 500 bucks right there. Oh, I live to fight another day. And thanks for watching, you guys.